all doing. If you like reseller content, toy content, like, subscribe, comment below. We've got a Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood electric trolley rather. We have Quoridor, which I've never seen before, but I picked it up and I'll explain why. And then we got a deluxe edition Monopoly. Got all this for $9. So let's dig into the Monopoly. Alright, so what is deluxe edition Monopoly? It is a Monopoly that's different. Everything's different. The money's different, and there's double the money. The tokens are gold, and it comes with either a train or a money bag, depending on the year. There is a spinner. That's about it. I guess, I mean, everything's different, but whatever. We don't ever sell these as is. And we'll pay a little more for this one because you have more stuff to sell with this spinner. The money stack is a double stack, so I get another $1 for it. And then, yeah, the gold tokens. So, it's all organized quite well. And got the board. Oh, and the hotel's houses are wood. So that's a different listing. So I'm just going to count those up, see what we got. This looks not... looks a little light. We'll see. So there's nothing in the undercarriage here. Well, would you look at that? In the undercarriage, not that exciting, but a little exciting. We have 3 people from Life, which I sell those. That goes in the tackle box for another Life setup. Alright, so we got our money pile. That'll get us 3. We have our wooden hotels and houses. I had sold out of those. I didn't realize, so that'll get us a 2. The spinner is a 3, and then the 12 count of tokens, which is the money bag and the train. That'll get us 3, 3, 3, 2, 2. There we go. We're already in the money and we haven't even started. So now let's look at this odd Quoridors game. So I rolled the dice on this. This is called Quoridor. And these games have value because they're not duplicatable in most cases, like online play. It's something unique, and when we talk about games, what we look for are games that are collectible, games that are playable, and parts for the other two. I buy a lot of parts, but this is something playable. This is strategy games with unique setups are always going to have a market, and they're never going to disappear. This is something you'd take with you camping or to a hotel. It's something to spend time with your friends doing. So it will always exist, and it'll always have a resell market. Possibly not a huge one. We'll find out. Ooh, I gotta be real careful here. Okay, so let's see. This may be factory sealed, but the tape's cut. So let's start to worry about getting my packing tape off first. So I looked at it and I saw that there's pieces. It looks, if I had to guess based on the image on the front, it's effectively like Tron or Snake, where you're trying to hem somebody in. I don't know if if I had to guess, you have to, maybe you either put down a piece or you move your piece or something like that. And strategically try to stop the guy. I also could have completely missed the mark on that because I have no idea. But if I were to make a strategy game on the fly, that's what it would be. So just trying to get some tape off. The box is already damaged, but this is something that people would buy because they want to play the game. As long as the parts aren't damaged, I think we should be good. I got it for small money. I did peek online to see if there was a resale market, and there was. I forget exactly what it looked like, but it was worth picking up, if for no other reason than to jaw about it. Let's open it up. Some kind of rubber bit. It's not wood, it's some kind of composite material. We have Gymatic Games Manual. We have a kind of a beat up rule book, and this is shockingly thick. Oh, it's in every language, that's why. Okay. I didn't think there'd be that much to it. Alright, let's look at the rules. We got a board. Storage for fences. And 4 pawns and 20 fences. I'll have to count it. But purpose of the game would be first to reach the line opposite to one's baseline. So I guess that would be that. When the game starts, the fences are placed in their storage area. Each player places pawn in the center of his line. Draw would be determined who goes first. Each player in turn chooses to move his pawn or put one of his fence pieces down. So I was kind of sort of right. Except you're just trying to stop the guy from getting to the finish line. Alright. 20 fence pieces and 4 pawns. What we're hoping for. We got our 4 pawns. They're just nice wood pieces. Oh, we got a fence piece in there. Good, I would have been freaking crazy looking for it. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 14, 16, 18, 20. Looks like we're complete. I thought it did say there's 2 bags, though. Storage slots for the fences. I don't know what that means. I don't see anything on here that we're missing. Yeah, it's just like this is where they're stored. Yeah. All right. So Quoridor is complete. Looks good. Not well used. So Quoridor board game. We have 210. Now, I don't think this is going to be brand specific. So I did see this is the one we have right here. Gigamic. Okay, whatever. Gigamic? Could be that. Anyways. Looks good. Box isn't bad. And somebody wanted $57 for this, but you know, scrolling through the prices, we're in the 25s. I got it for $4. My rule is I got to make at least 5 times what I'm paying into it. So I don't know if we'll get there, but hopefully get pretty close. I think it's supposed to be upside down. No, that don't fit. The box looks similar to a few other games in this vein that I've sold before. Different like wood-based games. I'm guessing maybe they're classics. Classics not of board games, but like maybe games or something. But anyways. 210 for sale. Let's get an idea of what these go for. And 98 sold. So our sell-through is 50%, which on a board game is phenomenal. So we're looking at, and again, I don't think it's going to be anything having to do with the brand or the box, because I think it's just a game. So this is actually the same company, just a different year, possibly in 97. But going rate's like 35. 35 or 30. So that's a 31 for the other version. This one we got, that's 40, new and sealed though. One we got, it's like 30. I don't want to hang on to it long term. I hate having these sit around. If I price it low, it will immediately go, based on what we're seeing. So I'm thinking it's not super heavy either. £1 11 ounces. The shipping won't even be too bad. So I'll end up doing 25 on it just to get it out the door. And that'll put us right about there. All right, and then we got an electronic toy to look at. All right, so we have Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood, which of course is a spin-off of the late great Fred Rogers product, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. This was in one of like the first videos I ever did, and I had to fix this same button where it got wedged in. So that must be a design flaw in this. Now unwedged it and it's completely fine. Yeah, none of the rest are sticking. So there's two kinds of this trolley. There's an electric one with a friction drive. Friction drives being something you can shove really hard and it'll just kind of truck along. I don't like that it's clicking. It's odd. I think it's just having a hard time on the desk. Yeah, it seems to be like spinning out on the desk. But anyways. And then the other one is a pullback with a bell inside of it. All of them sell really well. I grabbed this one for $3, and on top of it being the electronic trolley, it actually has some accessories in it, which you never see, and it came with a bunch of dudes. So we have whoever that is, whatever that is, Daniel Tiger, and whoever that is. Now, these have pegs in their feet to go into the trolley. I don't know if they came with it. I also had this one, which I could swap in if I needed to, but I have a Daniel, so I guess I don't need it. But I like to hang on to stuff like this just in case I can sweeten a deal with a random piece. I'm gonna not make a whole bundle. I don't know why that was in there. Shimling. I don't know. Seems odd. I'm just gonna toss it. Seems cursed. Anyways, so we got our sign, which I've never seen one of these in here. A hard hat, something missing. So we're gonna see if it works, but I'm gonna put these all together and make it a bundle. So. Okay, so maybe it's just off. it's not picking that up or what. Anyways, yeah, it works good. I'm going to take those batteries out. And this is 2015 jacks. So the stuff that's for public broadcasting, for whatever reason, is not often like well merchandised. They don't make tons of toys. I don't know if it's a licensing thing or you know, the concept of like consumerism. They don't want to do it, but it makes the stuff more valuable because it's harder to find. So that's why I'll always grab a Daniel Tiger. And yeah, I've been making videos for over a year now, and I haven't found one in a year. And this thing will get scooped up right quick. Or at least they would. I haven't checked in quite a while, so. Occasion to. I don't like that the friction drive is kind of cruddy, but no matter. Alright, so let's look up Daniel Tiger Neighborhood Trolley. And see the two different ones. So this is the one, the deluxe electronic trolley. It has a signpost. This one's the signpost too. So I'm missing some of the figures, clearly. But I got 4, that's not bad. So it's just showing the deluxe. That's interesting. So I've never, you know, usually like when we're seeing here, it doesn't have any of that stuff in it. That gets lost pretty quick, I'm guessing. Like some of these don't even have the lid. But just looking for the pullback. So this is the pullback one. It's a little different. You know, you can tell by it doesn't have the buttons for one thing. But they still sell really well. So, what are we looking at here? 243 of these are sold. Is 176 for a toy. Again, that's over 50% sell-through. That's really good. So, we have one that's tested, working. This is perfect. They have 4 figures on this one. Sub 25. So we'll get another example. These are all missing the lid. This one's more figures, but none of the bells and whistles. So I'm saying with our stuff, we can get easy 25. This one has quite a bit more for 36. This one has more for 28-ish. 24, missing all that stuff. So yeah, we'll just do, I'll do 30 and free shipping. And it'll be an attractive pickup. It works. Happy with it. And it's not that heavy, so shipping won't be too difficult. Won't eat up too much of it, but we'll put us about there. That's a pretty good day. I could live with that. Alright, so if you like reseller content, toy content, like, subscribe, comment below. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.